Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2024 mid-month general reading. So we're looking roughly at the last half of March, time always being a little bit fluid, of course. And this reading is for the water sign of Scorpio. I hope all of you are doing well. Thanks so much for being here. So this reading is for the last half of March for the water sign of Scorpio, Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If you're also cross-watching for Scorpio, it is also relevant. If you know all of your other sign placements, watch those videos as well for any additional insight or perspective. It's a general reading, so it may resonate a little differently for everyone watching. And if you find that something does resonate, it really hits home, and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, or you simply like the reading style, if you're interested in a reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to hear from you. I can usually respond to you within 24 hours. If not the same day, with more information. I do offer a pretty wide variety of readings in all areas of life, different types, lengths, styles, spreads, etc. There's something in there for everyone. And I work pretty hard at being diligent about timely scheduling too, if that's important to you. So if you're interested, send me an email. I'd love to hear from you. All right, let's move right into this reading. Scorpio, I am using the Deluxe Royal Tarot, clarifying with the Gilded Tarot, both by artist Cyril Marchetti. All right, Scorpio, let's see what the last half of March looks like for you. We begin with action. 8 of Wands, 8 of Fire. So some of you are moving forward in a very assertive, very intentional way. This is a very active, action-oriented card. Now, this forward movement and action can take the place of, can manifest, take the appearance of communication, travel, moving, relocating, being just very intentional and action-oriented about what you want, because this 8 of Wands has a very specific focus, a very specific kind of path that it's taking. And it's a card about the process too, because the 8 of Wands have left their point of origin. They haven't quite reached their point of destination yet. So it's in motion. Very powerful. With the High Priestess, this is a card about your intuition, which is our link to the divine, which helps guide us if we're quiet enough to listen to it and follow it. You know, some people call it higher self, some people call it intuition, some people call it gut instinct. It's paying attention and allowing that to lead you and guide you on this path. Even if you're not quite sure how this path is going to play out. That's the whole trust and faith factor of listening to your intuition, which is basically listening to divine, right? Next, we have the Ace of Wands. So aces, of course, are a new start. This is a new path. The Ace of Fire. And this is a path which holds the elements of fire, action, desire, passion, excitement, creativity, inspiration, enthusiasm. With another ace, the Ace of Swords. Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs our intellectual landscape. So the suit of swords is about thoughts, ideas, perspectives, belief systems, ideology, a brand new perspective, something being revealed to you, illumination, a brand new perspective on something, which gives you the opportunity to make choices in that space. Exciting energy. And you have two aces together. I mean, aces are a bit fortuitous anyway, you know. In the early tarot days, they were often set aside when they were pulled because they were looked at separately. They were considered to be such a fortuitous card, a good luck card, you know, these aces. So next we have the 6 of Wands. I love this reading, Scorpio. 6 of Wands, victory, triumph, success after a challenge, after a battle of some kind. You know, there was obviously things you had to go through. So the 6 of Wands is a card of victory. You've been successful, right? It's also a card of ego, of public recognition too, of winning. With the World. So a major cycle is coming to an end. The first major arcana card is the Fool. The last major arcana card is the World. And all the cards in between there, one cycle of the tarot represents a chapter in our life, right? We go through many. So here one is coming to an end rather successfully. Even if your idea of success may vary, this is a cycle closing out and moving forward on a brand new path. Now, from the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Seven of Coins. I was looking to see what was next. The Two of Coins, making choices and decisions. Okay, so the Seven of Coins is a card about, and since it's clear most of you are already taking action anyway, the Seven of Coins is a card of reflection, assessment, motives, taking stock, right? It's looking at what you've invested in something. How can I make it grow? How can I make it better? Am I content with it the way it is? Or should I just take what I have and leave and go on a new path here, which I think many of you are. I think it may be for some of you, something has come to a successful completion and or you've reached a final stage of something and you're moving forward on a different aspect of it or a different path moving forward. Some of you may have decided that, whatever it is that you have been investing in, that it's not going to get better or bigger than what it is. So you're making a decision to move in a completely new and different direction. Let's take a look at, let's clarify. Let's take a look at that. Seven of Coins for overall focus and energy. The Wheel of Fortune, divine timing and orchestration. So the card clarifying the Seven of Coins, the Seven of Coins is a card of looking at what your efforts have gotten you so far. Am I happy? Do I want more? Can I make it better? Should I start over, do something different? Right? Spirit was prompting this, perhaps even in a way that made you uncomfortable so that you would start taking a look at choosing a different path. Spirit is kind of guiding you here. We have the Ace of Cups too, so you got three aces here. This is the emotional ace. This is the Ace of Cups, which is governed by the element of water, which governs our heart space, our emotional space. The Ace of Cups is the beginning of a new path that leads to your emotional abundance. It might be love and romance for some of you. It could be waking up, in a sense of self-love. I'm choosing a path that's better for me, or I've reached a point where I can now move forward on a path maybe that wasn't available to me before, that leads to my emotional abundance and fulfillment. It's the start of a new path that leads to your emotional happiness, your abundance, your fulfillment. And it might be new love and romance for some of you. Maybe some of you have been looking for some time. Three aces. You have 3 out of 4 aces here. So you're really excited about this new path. Let's take a look at this Eight of Wands, High Priestess. The High Priestess again. Temperance, which is about balance. It's about learning how to adapt and adjust without losing your balance, without leaving your center, that place where you're grounded, knowing who you are, what you're about, where you're headed. Constantly having to shift and adapt and adjust to things that are outside of our control. But this is a card about balance and healing as well. You seem very focused on this path, Scorpio. Even if this path, most paths are, when we end one aspect of life and move forward on a new aspect, there's closure issues to deal with, whether they're emotional, physical, financial, challenges on the new path too. And it feels like whatever needs to happen on that path, you're willing to do it. Let's take a look at these 2 aces, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. I really love this reading. It's a powerful, bright reading. It's very intentional and action-oriented too. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. The Tower. major, profound change, perhaps unexpected, which is what's behind this or what has driven this, right? It may have completely ended something, crumbled something down for the purpose of putting you on this new path. Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Four of Wands is the happy home, family, balance. It's one of the traditional wedding or marriage cards. Ten of Pentacles, long-term security and stability, meaning not having to worry so much about tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. There's, it may be in regards to a family, home and family you currently have now, or a home and family you hope to have, or better goals for home and family. And again, it could be marriage for some of you, an unexpected proposal. It might be in another area for those of you already in an established relationship, have a home, family, or some version of that, and there isn't anything wrong there. It may be that this new opportunity, which may have appeared out of nowhere, although it's really from Spirit, it may be that for some of you, it's in the area of maybe career, work. I don't know. It may require some pretty significant change for you, for home, for family, for a partner. But it really is for your long-term security and stability, and it's exciting. It gets you out, perhaps, out of a place where you've been a bit stagnant. Let's take a look at these last two cards, Six of Wands and the World. Successful completion, moving on. Might be a raise, bonus, promotion for some of you in an already existing job or career path. Successful graduation or completion as well. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, you have all four of the aces out. Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Water, Ace of Earth, Ace of Fire, Ace of Air. You have all of them. You have all four here. This is the more practical one. It has more practical energy. New job, new projects, moving, relocating, a combination of all of those things. The World again. Wow. The Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirits. This is a general reading, so how the little details of how it plays out, it's always going to vary depending on what's going in the lives of everyone watching this, right? Some of you, this is, a kindred spirit, soulmate coming into your life, or going to the next step in that relationship. Some of you may be in an already established relationship, and this new change, this area of life, is in a different area of life, but it's one that profoundly but positively impacts the relationship. Or an opportunity, again, to move and to relocate, perhaps because of some new practical opportunity that has come up. Feels like most of you are just quite naturally moving forward on this path, but let's pull some advice and guidance, feedback from Spirit. Judgment. Spirit has placed a choice in front of you, and you're answerable for the outcome because the outcome is going to be based on your choices, meaning that, that's what judgment means, right? To be called to answer for what we did, for what our actions and choices are, because we're responsible for that. And typically judgment has that air of finality, meaning you can choose this path, you can choose that path, but whatever path you choose will be the path you got to live with, right? So choose carefully. Knight of Cups. Offers and opportunities, maybe of an emotional nature for those of you for whom this resonates as more of a relationship reading specifically. Take the offer, make the offer, take the offer, accept the offer. The Ace of Wands again. It's quite clear which spirit, as it typically is, which path Spirit wants you to move. You're on the right path. This new path is the right path. Six of Swords and Nine of Cups. It is your heart's desire. It's your joy and abundance, whether you realize it fully at this point or not. And there's also lots of healing on this path, and putting a lot of the troubles and conflicts behind you and moving to a better place. Not quite there, not quite to the other shore, not on solid ground yet, but you're in process. You're on the right path, headed in the right direction. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Scorpio, those are your messages for the last half of March. Beautiful reading, Scorpio. I hope it resonated for everyone that watches it. If it does, if you'd like to take a deeper look at it, pull the curtains back a bit on it, or you simply like the reading style, if you are interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can see that by clicking on the description or title of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the April general readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe. I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.